Russia's war in Ukraine taking the next step after the Polish foreign minister says a Russian-made missile fell in a village near the border with Ukraine, killing 2 Polish citizens. Live pictures right near that border, courtesy of EarthCam. The attack was the center of conversations President Biden had with world leaders overseas. Wake Up Charlotte's Bree Jackson has the latest from Washington.
Ben, President Biden expressed his condolences to Poland and held an emergency meeting with G-7 and NATO leaders to discuss the attack. A tense and deadly situation in Poland as the country investigates how and why a Russian-made missile crossed the border with Ukraine, killing at least 2 Polish citizens. President Biden met with world leaders overseas and condemned the crime.
The moment when the world had come together at the G-20 to urge de-escalation, Russia continues to has chosen to escalate in Ukraine.
The president says it is unlikely the missile was launched from Russia. Russia's defense ministry denied any involvement in the strikes.
Wszystkich zapewniam, President Joe Biden.
Poland says its government is investigating the matter and raising its military preparedness. The U.S. is pledging its support for a fellow NATO member.
I can assure you we will determine what happened and what appropriate next steps would be.
While the investigation is ongoing, military analysts say there needs to be a strong reaction from European allies and the United States while assisting Ukraine.
We have to keep our focus on is how do we support Ukraine politically, economically, diplomatically, covert action, military technology, military training.
As the war escalates, President Zelenskyy vows we will survive everything. Ukrainian forces remaining defiant against Russian aggression.
Whatever they're planning, they will be crushed.
President Biden reassuring Ukraine and NATO allies.
We continue to do whatever it takes to give them the capacity to defend themselves.
And offering assistance with Poland's investigation into the deadly attack. If Russia did deliberately target Poland, it could trigger a response from the 30-member NATO alliance at a time when Russian forces have suffered several major setbacks in their war against Ukraine. In Washington, I'm Bree Jackson for Wake Up Charlotte.